The game I want to show you now is very, very, very instructive also. And in my opinion, it's one of the best games played, one of the deepest game in attack played. It was played by Garry Kasparov, and Garry Kasparov was black in this position. What he played against Beliavsky: d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, d5, knight f3, bishop g7. That was very popular at that time variation of Grunfeld defense, and Beliavsky was had many powerful games won with this variation. It was queen b3, d takes c, queen takes c4, castle e4, knight a6, bishop e2, c5, d5, e6, and now bishop g5. E takes d. This was very well known to both players. E takes d, and in this position, instead of e takes d, which is one of the moves, knight takes d5 was played by Beliavsky. Bishop e6, castled long. Position is razor sharp, and it looks like white is threatening with potential e5. Black played bishop takes d5, rook takes d5, and queen b6. And that was home preparation by Beliavsky, and I'm sure Kasparov was prepared for it as well. Bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, e5, queen f5, bishop d3, queen c8, and rook d1. Now, let's talk about this position. This position is very sharp because white has beautifully placed pieces, and also they threaten to develop instant attack on the king side. But black has potentially very strong bishop, so if the diagonal opens somehow, bishop will be very powerful. And also they have possibilities for attack on their own. So b5 was played. Actually, obviously queen takes b5 will be met by knight c7. Queen h4 was played. Knight b4. And bishop takes g6. Very interesting tactical shot. I cannot be 100% sure, but I think it was still part of the opening preparation. F takes g, and now rook d7. Now white, which was Beliavsky, has only one pawn for a piece, for a knight, but threatening knight g5, very powerful threat, and on h6 maybe even rook takes g7. Threatening, the main threat of course is queen e7 with inevitable mate, and black is totally in defensive. Queen e8 was played by Kasparov, and I suspect this could have been all home preparation. In either case, I think it's one of the most powerful games I have ever seen, and queen e8 was a lot deeper move that I could even suspect when I was looking at this game. Queen e8, just defending the mating threat, and after rook e7, it still looks like on queen c6, rook d7 is coming, and looks like this is it. Looks like black is in a lot of trouble. But of course this was anticipated by Kasparov, and now series of very powerful tactical shots. First one, bishop h6 check. Obviously queen cannot take bishop because rook is hanging. And you see how black's seemingly passive pieces become overwhelming pieces in very few moves. King b1, rook d8. All of a sudden we see on rook takes queen there will be checkmate on the other side of the board. So queen is untouchable. So what after rook d8, rook d6 was played. And now queen c6 move, another powerful move. For the same reason, rook cannot take the queen. And if queen takes the bishop, then white gets mated after queen e4 check. All of a sudden, black's mating threats become very, very real and very difficult to overcome them. After queen c6, a3 was played. And rook takes d6, ed, and queen takes d6. And after a takes b, c takes b, white is helpless here. Because what happens here, black is threatening queen d1 check, followed by b3 check, and white's king is in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, bishop is still untouchable because rook is hanging, and here white is totally lost. Queen e4 was played, b3, threatening queen d1 mate, and after knight d4, simply rook f4, attacking queen, attacking knight, queen a8 check, bishop f8, and white has no defense. Knight is hanging, king is in a lot of trouble. They don't even have simple check in this position. White resigned. That's a very, very powerful attack, practically from nowhere, practically from the position where it seems like you have to be in total defense and you have to survive somehow, maybe even by giving material not to get mated. All of a sudden, this powerful attack emerged from nowhere.